Testing, testing. I heard you. Testing.
I heard you.
Welcome to the NEWi Awards for 2018 here at the Foghorn Brewhouse. We'll be going live shortly in approximately a minute and a half. But don't forget, live streams coming through a number of platforms, both Facebook, YouTube.
I'm majoring in leadership and management, and I've got a real focus on social innovation as there's a push for businesses to be socially responsible. So 3 years ago I started a business called Eat Your Water. It's a surf brand that's come out of Newcastle, and we now sell essentially worldwide. I started it more so as a platform I could use to preach a sort of social conscious about marine conservation, thinking outside of just about profit. It's about thinking about the environment, people around you. There's a perception that starting a business is really difficult, but UON's resources and support really make it so much easier. Students from different ranges of backgrounds, and I guess bouncing those ideas off one another, it really helps when you collaborate. It just allows that process to be so much easier.
Welcome to the Business Centre. My name's Paulina Mangano and I'm one of the business advisors here at the Business Centre. We've been doing what we do for over 34 years, and what we do is help business. Whether you're thinking of starting a business, you like to scale up, you like to go into a different direction, we're here to help. The first thing that we focus on is asking you, what is it that you want? We work out where you're at, and then we help you get there. So we've got all the tools that you need, and more importantly, we can sit with you and work out which tools are going to work best specifically for you. So there's no general template, there's no, this is what you do for every business, because I think, as we all know, there's no one fit. So we work out what works for you, and we're there to guide you along the way. So we'd love to see you at the Business Centre. We can help you with your business. We're not for profit, so you're our focus, and looking forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
year. So they are. We're waiting for it's Lift Tango. Hey!
Here we go.
Here they come. So Lift and Go, Decky, Zoom Ability App, Yuku, BU Style, and Newism's Run Park or Park Run Volunteer app. So now, who's the winner? Who's going to walk away with the best mobile app?
Come on, where's the drum roll, people? This is when we like stamp feet or do something like that.
All right,
no?
here we go.
All right, the best mobile application is Park Run Volunteer app, Newism.
So there's a Newism Pro here. Let's get the people up who are behind that. Congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hello. Congratulations.
Well, tell a few war stories. Yes.
Just come in front here, guys.
Well, Parkrun app came about after me being an event director at NEWi Parkrun thought, this is a really crap system. We're using this old technology. This could be so much better. Every Monday I'd come to work and complain about failed results. And Levi said, well, he didn't say. He came to work one Monday morning and went, I've been working on that app. So it started off as a concept. We put into prototype. Parkrun Global found out about it and engaged us from there. And it's been the most fun, interesting, excellent experience that we've had working on an app. And it's bigger and better things to come. They've already announced version 2 of the app. So, yeah. Levi, would you like to say anything?
For a simple app and a concept that started on the lounge, we've saved Parkrun about £1.5 million a year just from building them an app. They used to, I was telling Mike Decky the story, they used to roll out physical barcode scanners and physical stopwatches all the way around the world for every parkrun event. And I think there's about 5 or 6 in Newcastle.
13
in Newcastle. And they're launching in Africa, Russia, Japan. So 2,000 around the world. So, you know, you do those numbers with physical devices in all kinds of different environments with different users, and a simple problem solved with a simple app. I think that's why it's so valuable to them and why it is a good solution.
Fantastic.
I just want to say one thing. That was tough competition, and Decky, I thought, would have won hands down. So well done for Decky's effort.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you, Newism.
Round of
Oh, sorry,
applause
guys. Can
to
you head over
Newi.
this way? We'll take a photo of you by the white cyclorama and
So we
preserve the
can
historical
capture your
moment.
digital images and they live out there forever and more.
Ladies and gents, if you are tweeting tonight or on Instagram, please do hashtag NEWi Awards. It'll allow us to put all of our photos up on
next
the
awards
screen.
is going to be the best government solution of the year. And we'll bring up our finalist. So, Steph, I mean, what's the thing? You've actually been watching this space for some time, really. And you've also become a bit of a YouTube star, haven't you?
I wouldn't call it a YouTube star at all, but okay. Look, I think this whole space of anything to do with technology really opens up our world, and Newcastle now doesn't have Newcastle as our neighbours and people that we can sell to. It's much easier with technology to end up selling to the world, which is very exciting because our stage is then global.
Okay. Well, at this stage, we're going to display up the screen, but however, let's move forward. So the finalists are VR, AR and Visualize Software, Virtual Perspective, Coast Connect, Lift and Go, Where in the World, Enigma, Hunter Water Campaigns, Illuminate, and Community Engagement Platform, Social Pinpoint. And the winner is...
The winner is Coast Connect, Lift Tango.
Congratulations, Lift Tango. The crew are here. They come make their way to the front onto the stage. Don't rush us all.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Wow.
Congratulations, guys. If you just stand here, we'll just take a photo. And once the photo's done, if you give us a bit of an intro about what you've done.
All right.
So who would like to speak? Okay, Brittany.
Brittany, you speak? Oh.
Okay.
All right. Hi, everyone. So Cost Connect is an on-demand buses solution we've deployed in WOI, and it took us a lot of energy to put that up because we did that just in 3 months, and we've been running for maybe 4 or 5 months now. And it's actually a bit of a big celebration for us because we met with Transport for New South Wales today, and we believe we're gonna keep doing the same thing for the next 6 months. So it's a milestone.
Wow, incredible! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. You head off this way. We'll take a photo by the side.
Congratulations there.
Our next category.
Oh, sorry. So our next category, and that is Olivia.
It's the Best Health Solution of the Year.
And the finalists in that are...
Here we go.
Severe Asthma Toolkit, Hyperweb, U-Tool, Compete Nutrition, Clean ME, Laughing Mind, Mind MA Ventures, Life in Mind, Newism, Zoomability App, Autism Systems. And the winners?
The winner is Compete Nutrition.
Whoa, Compete. Now, our folks from Compete, yes, making their way through. No?
No? Do we have Compete Nutrition?
Compete Nutrition?
Oh, here we go. Great.
Must be a
round
big
of
crowd
applause. Thank you very much.
So my sister said, have you prepared a speech for tonight? I was like, no, we've got no chance. There's no need for a speech. But we are in shock about this completely. A year ago, I was only saying to Ben Hutt, as we did the Slingshot program with them, that we didn't even consider ourselves a startup. We didn't even consider ourselves a business in a way. We were just trying to solve a solution to an industry problem. And we're very excited to be up here tonight, so thank you so much, and yeah, we're honoured. Thank you. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, just probably in addition to that, thanks to everybody who sort of helped us on the way. Obviously the guys from Slingshot and taking us into that first Icon program, but also from Pierre and Gordon, the guys at the Business Centre as well, and everyone else who sort of helped and advised along the way. Really like the way that this ecosystem is very collaborative and supportive, and everyone likes to see each other succeed, and I think with that we can actually build something really great in Newcastle. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you very much.
You.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Big round of applause. So, Steph, what do you think are the big challenges that we're facing at the moment? Because this space, it's moving so fast. Everyone's trying to grab on to see what's the next big solution or trying to solve a problem. But what do you think is the big challenge, particularly from a regional perspective?
I think from a regional perspective, our advantage is the fact that we do collaborate. So it's really easy to work together, and it's really a lot easier to get good talent when everybody is collaborating. In terms of some of the biggest issues, well, there are hundreds of things, but it's really finding the big problem to solve and making sure that as technology grows and as our businesses grow, we're still focusing on really solving that massive problem rather than, just poking at certain things. So there's still an enormous amount of opportunity in technology and everything that's happening in the startup world. But I think the one thing that Newcastle does have at its advantage is definitely that collaborative ecosystem.
Well, one area that you are really excelling in is the whole cloud area, which is the next best cloud solution of the year.
And the nominees tonight are Look Who's Charging, Yuku, Spotto, Lift and Go, and Zoomability app.
And Stephanie?
And the winner is Lift Tango. Come back to the stage.
Now, last year we had a whole group. We had one group who actually came and took out 3 awards. Maybe Lift Tango could move it to 4. Who knows?
Perhaps.
Welcome
Should we share
aboard.
the microphone around this time?
No more French accents. I'm going to give it to Brittany. Here we go. Hi, I'm the least tech person in the company, but I also am the Australian one of the company, so supposedly that gives me some nominations. So to explain a little bit more about what we do without the tech speak, yeah. We are an iOS, we are an Android. If you would like to implement Liftango in your business today, just contact this guy. But I feel really greedy holding 2 awards. But no, we are like a little humble startup. Like, we actually love coming to Newcastle so much. It's probably the best place to have a startup. We feel so lucky to be here. Yeah, but very grateful. Thank you so much, everyone. Cheers. Have a great night.
Congratulations.
Brilliant.
Well done.
So take your thongs over there and be photographed again with 2 thongs this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Well, Steph.
Well, Stephanie, thank you
Your
very
job
much.
is done. Thank you so much.
And we look forward to seeing lots of things from you guys growth-wise.
We will. Thank you.
Thank you. Stephanie Hines, round of applause. Big supporter, always has been.
Our next guest celebrity presenter is from the tourism discipline of the Business and Law School at the University of Newcastle.
Tamara
Young, please come up to the stage.
Oh, Tamara.
Welcome. Hello, this is for you. So
Now,
say hello.
we're going to ask you some questions now.
Okay, I'll be ready.
Step forward.
So in the whole area of the space, your discipline, tourism, what's happening? What's exciting there at and your fantastic new facility?
Well, I think there's a lot of exciting things happening. Oh, apart from the fact that we've got our new building here, the tourism discipline, we've been teaching tourism at the University of Newcastle for 20 years now, but I think what we're going to see now is these young students who are leaders in their field who aren't going to brain drain out to other parts of New South Wales because the tourism industry here is burgeoning, like Councillor Carol Duncan said. We're on the cusp of something really exciting in the tourism space, and earlier this year we held a massive conference. We had 250 academics from around the world who came to Newcastle, and they were blown away by what Newcastle has to offer as a tourism destination. So I think, you know, we've got a lot going on. We've got great students. Earlier today I was actually at the Destination New South Wales Minister's Tourism Student Achiever Awards, and one of our students, who's a future leader in the field, received an amazing award. So, you know, we're on the cusp of something really big, and I think we need to keep our university students in the play here in Newcastle.
I mean, tourism presents itself with an amazing opportunity, particularly with the virtual experience. I mean, are there any of your students who are coming through sort of expressing an interest in that area? Or?
Absolutely. So we have students who are doing a double major in tourism and digital marketing, and I think that's the space that we're seeing great innovation, great interactive experiences, which is so important to the tourism experience and to the building of a tourism destination and a tourism product.
Fantastic. Well, for those lucky people out there who have been finalists in this, we'd like to let them know who they are. But thank you very much, Tamara, and we'll look forward to chatting more.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Olivia.
The nominees for Best Tourism Solution of the Year are Newcastle Airport Go Smarter by Oots,
Lake Macquarie Holiday Park website, Newism, Where in the World, Enigma,
Sydney Surrounds North Destination, Illuminate,
Camplify,
and Decky. And the winner.
Round of applause.
And the winner is, am I allowed to say, I judged this and it was outstanding. Everyone's applications were outstanding, so I don't even know what's going to be in this envelope, so I'm very excited as I open it.
Here, I'll hold.
And the winner is Best Tourism Solution, Camplify.
Come up, guys. As they make their way. Camplify, in fact, I did an interview with them some time back when they were doing some pictures here, and they were really raw, and they've been very excited about what they're doing. Welcome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Camplify. You guys seem to come back every year.
Well, yeah. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. It's been a very big year for us. I think this next month, so October, will be the first month that we actually pay all of our owners out over $1 million for just 1 month. So It's been a really big journey, and we've been able to put a lot of money in lots of RV owners' pockets, so we're really happy about that, and send lots of people on holidays. So it's a great category to be in, to actually send people on holidays all the time. So thank you very much, and thanks for the awards. Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's fine. We'll take your photo
Over
by
to
the white cyclorama.
digital booth, guys. Get some photographs taken. Thank you.
Tomorrow, I think you just have one category tonight. Is that right? Yeah? Well, thank you very much. Is there anything you'd like to share before
Anything you want to share?
Thank you for having me again.
Well, thanks for joining us here at the 2018 NEWi Awards. Thank you. Thanks, Tamara.
We're-
So, folks, we're going to go to a bit of a break, and then, but also Chad Rummage, who does the tech news, is going to be interviewing our winners and our sponsors. So he'll be going out on the live stream. But otherwise, from us for the time being, thank you very much. And here at the 2018 NEWi Awards live from the Foghorn.
Thank you so much.
I'm majoring in leadership and management, and I've got a real focus on social innovation, as there's a push for businesses to be socially responsible. So 3 years ago, I started a business called Eat Your Water. It's a surf brand that's come out of Newcastle, and we now sell essentially worldwide. I started it more so as a platform I could use to preach a sort of social conscience about marine conservation, thinking outside of just about profit. It's about thinking about the environment, people around you. There's a perception that starting in business is really difficult, but UON's resources and support really make it so much easier. Students from different ranges of backgrounds, and I guess bouncing those ideas off one another, it really helps when you collaborate. It just allows that process to be so much easier.
Welcome to the Business Centre. My name's Paulina Mangano, and I'm one of the business advisors here at the Business Centre. We've been doing what we do for over 34 years, and what we do is help business. Whether you're thinking of starting a business, you'd like to scale up, you'd like to go into a different direction, we're here to help. The first thing that we focus on is asking you, what is it that you want? We work out where you're at, and then we help you get there. So we've got all of the tools that you need, and more importantly, we can sit with you and work out which tools are going to work best specifically for you. So there's no general template, there's no, this is what you do for every business, because I think, as we all know, there's no one fit. So we work out what works for you, and we're there to guide you along the way. So we'd love to see you at the Business Centre. We can help you with your business. We're not for profit, so you're our focus, and looking forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
Interviewing.
Back over there. It's essentially a live social wall that is looking at hashtags and different profiles and stuff, and you can interact with it by using the hashtag NEWi Awards this evening. Even when if you're not here at the event, you can send something to the wall there and it pops up automatically. And then on top of that, I've got some of my digital artwork that I do, and kind of arranged it pretty in this fantastic installation over there. I'm proud of it.
Fantastic. And you've actually been using this tech across a number of events and nightclubs across Newcastle?
That's right. Yeah, I hold a residency at King Street Hotel, Argyle House, the Cambridge, and I'm a big part of the festival circuit, and go all over Australia. It's going to be a very busy couple of months for me, but it's really great. Yeah.
You actually had a pretty major event down at Vivid this year, didn't you?
At a collaboration with Louisa Magrix, we did a thing called Hyperweb, and it was right next to the Opera House and the Botanical Gardens, and it was absolutely fantastic to see 3 million people walk through an art installation that we'd spent so much time on. It was amazing.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that, Chuck. I better let you get back on the decks prior to we go to the next break. So we shall go to the next break.
I'm majoring in leadership and management, and I've got a real focus on social innovation, as there's a push for businesses to be socially responsible. So 3 years ago, I started a business called Eat Your Water. It's a surf brand that's come out of Newcastle, and we now sell essentially worldwide. I started it more so as a platform I could use to preach a sort of social conscious about marine conservation, thinking outside of just about profit. It's about thinking about the environment, people around you. There's a perception that starting a business is really difficult, but UON's resources and support really make it so much easier. Students from different ranges of backgrounds, and I guess bouncing those ideas off one another, it really helps when you collaborate. It just allows that process to be so much easier.
Welcome to the Business Centre. My name's Paulina Mangano and I'm one of the business advisors here at the Business Centre. We've been doing what we do for over 34 years, and what we do is help business. Whether you're thinking of starting a business, you'd like to scale up, you'd like to go into a different direction, we're here to help. The first thing that we focus on is asking you, what is it that you want? We work out where you're at, and then we help you get there. So we've got all of the tools that you need, and more importantly, we can sit with you and work out which tools are going to work best specifically for you. So there's no general template, there's no, this is what you do for every business, because I think, as we all know, there's no one fit. So we work out what works for you, and we're there to guide you along the way. So we'd love to see you at the Business Centre. We can help you with your business. We're not for profit, so you're our focus, and looking forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
So we are back off the blue carpet. We just had to showcase DJ Chuck's Mad Echo Wall. So I'm now with Alicia from Compete Nutrition. Alicia, why don't you tell us how the app works and how it engages with the community?
Yeah, so I'll steal it. So we're just at the stage now of a web-based platform to prove concept. Our big goal was to break through the barrier of delivering nutrition service without that one-on-one kind of clunky old school system, and now bringing nutrition advice and accredited nutrition advice to the user no matter where they are. So we're kind of aiming to be there no matter, you know, when they need us, where they need us, whether that be the supermarket, the sporting field, the home, and that's where we're at, yeah.
You guys are doing some fantastic content creation, so your video, your social media. How have you found building that content?
I would say starting the video and getting used to that was probably one of the most daunting things I've ever done. It was definitely not something that came naturally, and I had to break through a few barriers to get going. But I think, like everything, the more you do it, the better you become and the more comfortable you come. So I'm now at that point where I don't get nervous every time that I do something, and we're starting to talk to a community, which I've really enjoyed, and we are building that, which I think has been the most enjoyable part of this whole journey so far, for sure.
So we actually met down at CeBIT this year, down in Sydney. We had a stall with Newcastle Business Centre. So how did you find the CeBIT experience?
So I loved the opportunity, because we're so new to the startup ecosphere, which is a new word I've learnt in the last year. So to be able to meet lots of other startups, be inspired by lots of startups, and we kind of felt like a really small fish in a really big pond in that sense, because we're so new to this environment. But to talk to other people who are, you know, breaking through boundaries and doing amazing things was just the best experience, and we really enjoyed that day.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Alicia. We will take a break here and we'll go to DJ Chuck, and we will see you back here at 8:30.
along the way. So we'd love to see you at the Business Centre. We can help you with your business. We're not for profit, so you're our focus, and looking forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
Welcome back your hosts, Greg Hall and Olivia Ollie.
Welcome back to the NEWi Awards, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the break this evening. Sorry about that.
You always
Excuse
do
me.
that.
No. You stay over there.
No. Get closer.
This evening is the 2008 NEWi Awards. Do hashtag NEWi Awards. And also I'd like to acknowledge DJ Chuck. There is 1.5 kilometres of fairy lights above your heads right now and throughout the room. DJ Chuck has also got some incredible screens up there which can stream live with Twitter and Instagram. So do get involved with the social. But we're back. And now it's time to do the marketing section of the awards, and we have some marketing experts to help us
present the first award, Best Digital Agency of the Year, and we'd like to invite our guest, Olivia.
Yes, so can we please welcome to stage Jaime Carlton and Joel Goodser. Jaime is from the marketing discipline of the University of Newcastle. Thanks, gents.
So, Jaime, what's the progress going on with the discipline and the producing those best graduates? What's the big challenge there at the moment in the space?
Well, thanks, Greg, for the question. So I've been in the role now for 12 months, and one of the first priorities that we wanted to do was how do we infuse the classroom with industry insight. So a lot of the experience that's in this building at the moment, so how can we bring that inside the classroom for our marketing students? So one of the first things that we wanted to do was form an external advisory board. So drawing upon the great talent that's here in the local marketing industry and bring together a collection of leading senior marketing professionals to help shape the student experience for us inside our program. And that led me to look to one of the very good friends of the faculty and the university, Joel Goodser, and I've asked Joel to be our chair of this external advisory board. And Joel was very instrumental in help shape who is on that external advisory board. And I've asked him to come and help present some of the awards tonight and perhaps give an overview of some of the activities that we've been working on in the last 12 months. Joel.
G'day everyone. So good to see lots of familiar faces from the Newcastle business scene. So this external advisory board for the marketing discipline at the university, we've assembled some of the senior marketers from Greater Bank, from NIB, from One Still Liberty, from Enigma, the Westpac Rescue Helicopter, so heads of marketing from all of those. And, we are trying to assist the university in 4 main ways. So the first is advising course content, what's hot in the market right now, in the industry that they might not be in the textbooks, so let's inform that. How can we enrich the student experience is the second pillar, so enriching that student day-to-day experience as being a marketing student, postgrad or undergrad, and also workplace integrated learning, so how can we really get these students into the workplace experiencing what it's like to work in marketing, and finally, industry engagement. These guys do some amazing research at the university. They get in A-grade journals with fantastic research, published articles that are, really good stuff. And we too often don't, as industry people, we might be guilty of not reading those journals all the time or ever. So we are committed to make sure that you guys get to hear about some of the great work that the doctors and other professors and academics at the uni are researching. So they're the 4 pillars. That's it. We're really excited to be here.
Thank you very much, Joel.
Fantastic.
So we now move to the awards. So it's the Best Digital Agency of the Year. And the finalists in that category are...
They are Zimple Digital,
Newism,
Out of the Square,
Redback Solutions,
Hyperweb,
and Enigma. And Jamie, the winner is?
Joel.
Sorry. Joel.
Right, okay. The winner is Enigma.
Okay, Enigma, we're the folks. Come up to the table.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, gents. So, gentlemen, tell us what has Enigma been up to this year?
Yeah, we've had a big year. We've been in business in Newcastle for 26 years, as some people might know, and it's been a big year from a digital point of view. We've been just trying to, I guess, follow the landscape of the communications industry and grow the way that it does, and digital's a huge part of that. So, I guess from our perspective, we're amongst some pretty amazing competition here in Newcastle, and to be even nominated is great, but to win it is really humbling. So, thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Gentlemen, you want to hop over to the booth, take your photographs, show off your from.
Thank you, Enigma. Gentlemen, please stay. We're going to now move into the video categories. Best online video branding of the year.
And the finalists are Dancer for Cancer, We Did It campaign, Find Yourself at Home, Schweizer Australia campaign, Newcastle Buyers Agents, and Critical Risk campaign. There's a few serious players up there for Joel or Jamie.
The winner of Best Online Video Branding is
Find Yourself at Home, Enigma, McDonald Jones Homes.
Oh, well done. Gentlemen, back you come.
So, I think the team is coming back up again.
Shane's a linesman.
Certainly pretty impressive.
Well done.
It's hard for
I've actually
us not knowing
seen
where he is
this
or
video and it's
what's
great.
happening, and
oh, here it is.
it's hard for the kids, I think.
Well done, guys. Tell us about the award.
Thank you. McDonald Jones, we're a client that's been with us for about 20 years, and this particular film is something that Matt, our senior creative team, worked on for a long time, and I think at the heart of it, just like a really emotional, powerful idea that also couldn't have worked without our client McDonald Jones actually like really coming to helping us with building the room, and it was just a really collaborative effort all around. So I think could not have worked without them fully being on board with it, and I think pretty excited to see it come to life in the end. It took about a year to bring to life, so
oh wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
good effort.
thank you.
Well done.
Cheers.
Thank you. Please make your way back over to the white side for a photo.
Over to the booth,
Thank you. Well
Thank
done.
you very much. Take some photographs. Appreciate it. Congratulations. And thank you very much to our guest presenters, Jamie and Joel. Now we'd like to invite up to the desk or to the stage, I should say.
Yeah, one of our large sponsors is the Business Centre, and we'd like to welcome up the CEO, Pierre Malou.
Yeah.
Here he is. Hello, thank you.
Thank you.
Pierre, give us a little bit of an insight. The Business Centre is a big part of keeping the NEWi Awards alive. Why do you support?
Well, I actually thought we would be a silent partner. It's not just about us. It's actually to keep alive the tradition of NEWi Awards. And there's a personal commitment as well. I was a recipient of the awards 5 years ago with my startup. So I know firsthand the role of the NEWi Awards. When you need to get traction, your startup is working, but you need recognition. To have an award for regional startups or best startup, it helps. As simple as that. So we're a big fan of the NEWi Awards.
Wonderful.
And so this category that Pierre is up here to present will be the Best Online Video Community Innovation of the Year Award.
And the finalists for 2018 are Our Country,
Where in the World,
Lovers of Newcastle,
Spread the Love,
and Newcastle Foreshore Tower by Oots.
which I think we've all seen. And the winner is Pierre.
So the best online video community innovation. The winner is Newcastle Foreshore Tower. Oots.
Congratulations. Come on down. Is there movement? Oh yes, down the back.
Here they are.
Here come Oots.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Look, there's a thorn.
Really an end.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you. Something so simple that's been in our life for a long time, our tower, just to take a small opportunity to commemorate its leaving means a lot to us. And honestly, I know a big thank you to Gordon and the Lunatic Society for putting this on. As a collaborative, creative community, it's fantastic to be together. But as an organisation as Oots is and other places here, we do a lot of stuff for clients and we get paid to do that. But I would encourage others to give back and do some crazy stuff like this and build Newcastle even bigger.
Congratulations. Fantastic. Thank you.
Well done, Oots. So, moving along. So, Pierre, so one of the key areas that you've been involved with, Pierre, has been around tech startup. I mean, the climate we're currently in, given the ructions and really very fluid space, do you think it's an exciting space to be in? Or do you see that it's going to present us with some challenges, particularly around the trade wars going on, or the hint of it?
Well, the first thing is being in Newcastle or regional Australia is actually a chance. In tech startup, Sydney, Melbourne are crowded markets, and to get in front of everyone is not that easy. Here you have a very supportive ecosystem. What's happening in the rest of the world will always have an impact. But that's the strength of Australia. We're either isolated or just protected, as you want to put it. So tech startup, it's the way to go.
It's good space. So the best tech startup pre-revenue of the year. And the finalists are?
The finalists for best tech startup is Yuku, Aussie Systems,
Elite Robotics,
Cyberflinks,
OzHub,
and Diffuse Energy.
I would just like to add, I was one of the judges for this award. Tough one, very, very tough one. I mean, you can define tech in different ways. It's the way it's applied to your customer that is the most important. And the winner for the best tech startup pre-revenue is Aussie Systems.
Aussie Systems. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Thanks very much. I haven't prepared a speech yet either. Sorry. And so my co-founder is not in the country these days, and I've got a really small team, so it's a bit sad that it's just me here today. But thanks to the Business Centre for all the support and for actually encouraging me to apply for this category. And yeah, thanks for this bringing up this great event. It's really useful and very interesting to meet all these people here in Newcastle. Yeah, thanks very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to go around and photograph? Okay.
Greg, we'll stay in the tech startup category, but we'll move to innovation. International.
International. So it's the best tech startup international of the year. And Pierre is here to present to the winner. And in that category is going to be Camplify, Social Pinpoint,
and Jazz Oodle.
And the winner is?
We're getting serious now. International expansion. Well, we do have amazing competition again. As you can see, there's only 3 startups really at the top of... So they're all winners somehow, but there's always only one. And this is Camplify.
Camplify.
Congratulations.
And the Camplify crew, are they making their way up? Here they come.
Well done, Justine. Well done.
Thank you very much. So about 12 months ago, we launched in the UK. It's been a very successful launch so far. We've taken on a lot of competitors over in the UK, and we're now the biggest in the UK by a long way, about 5 times bigger than the nearest competitor. So we're actually launching in 2 weeks' time a crowdfunding campaign so that everybody who's interested in startups can actually invest in Camplify in a couple of weeks' time. We're taking Camplify to another 5 countries in the next 12 months. So it'll be a very exciting journey. We've come a long way and we've got a lot more to go in terms of growth. So thank you very much, and we look forward to coming back here next year and being in 7 or 8 countries as opposed to 2. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Well, good luck.
Congratulations.
Good luck with your campaign.
So, Pierre, we'll have you come back for the next one, but we'll go for our big ad break.
Thank you, Pierre. Thank you, everyone. We're almost wrapped. We're going to take one last break, and then we'll come back for the final round of awards and concluding with the Joe Award.
And Chad Romage will be doing interviews with the winners and our sponsors here at the 2018 NEWi Awards, live from the Foghorn Brewhouse. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm majoring in leadership and management, and I've got a real focus on social innovation as there's a push for businesses to be socially responsible. So 3 years ago I started a business called Eat Your Water. It's a surf brand that's come out of Newcastle, and we now sell essentially worldwide. I started it more so as a platform I could use to preach a sort of social conscience about marine conservation, thinking outside of just about profit. It's about thinking about the environment, people around you. There's a perception that starting a business is really difficult, but UON's resources and support really make it so much easier. Students from different ranges of backgrounds, and I guess bouncing those ideas off one another really helps when you collaborate. It just allows that process to be so much easier.
Welcome to the Business Centre. My name's Paulina Mangano and I'm one of the business advisors here at the Business Centre. We've been doing what we do for over 34 years, and what we do is help business. Whether you're thinking of starting a business, you'd like to scale up, you'd like to go into a different direction, we're here to help. The first thing that we focus on is asking you, what is it that you want? We work out where you're at, and then we help you get there. So we've got all the tools that you need, and more importantly, we can sit with you and work out which tools are going to work best specifically for you. So there's no general template, there's no this is what you do for every business, because I think, as we all know, there's no one fit. So we work out what works for you, and we're there to guide you along the way. So we'd love to see you at the Business Centre. We can help you with your business. We're not for profit, so you're our focus, and looking forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
Welcome back here to the Echo Wall at the NEWi Awards 2018. I am here with Justin from Camplify. He has cleaned up tonight with 2 NEWi Awards thus far. Why don't you tell us a bit about the app and how it works, Justin?
Yeah, thanks, Chad. So Camplify is a little bit like Airbnb, but for motorhomes, caravans, camper trailers, camper vans. So we basically provide a way for people to be able to actually hire it out when they're not using it.
Cool, sounds good. So I heard you say that there's quite a good turnover at the moment. Is there a way for investors to get involved?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I just dropped the NEWi Award behind me there. So we've done a couple of raises to date of fundraising, and we've been really well supported by Newcastle. But we're actually looking to expand into another 5 countries in the next 12 months. So we've had a really good expansion into the UK recently. And so now we're actually raising some more capital to actually expand into more of continental Europe. So we'll be going to Italy, Spain, France, Germany, and a couple of other countries along the way as well. So we're actually launching a crowdfunding campaign. So there's some new laws that have actually changed in recent times. So from the 27th of October, it means that you no longer actually have to qualify as a wholesale investor to invest in a startup. So you can actually be a retail investor. You can invest up to $100,000 a year. As a retail investor. So we're looking for our customers, people who want to support Camplify to go to the next level, to actually put some capital in, become a shareholder and allow us to go to the next level.
Fantastic, that sounds great. Thanks for that, Justin, and definitely look forward to seeing you next year, and no doubt you'll be from 5, 7 to 9 countries. So thank you very much for your time. We'll be coming in with our next interviewee. So we've got Alex from Wired IT.
Actually, it's Alex Zaharov-Roy from itwire.com, technology news website, Australian business tech, and also I like to do all the fun stuff. But you're interviewing me. Normally I'm interviewing people, so I'll pass the mic back to you, Chad.
Dyslexics untie, not unite. Thank you, Alex. But yeah, why don't you tell us a bit about your organisation and your subscriber base?
Well, as I was saying, it's a business technology publication, so we're very interested in startups. I have been part of award ceremonies in Sydney Internet Awards and Journalism Awards and other sort of things, and I'm very impressed. I mean, look, back in the day, we weren't live streaming it to the internet like you guys are right now. Hello, world. And you guys are doing a fabulous job, and it's great to see the calibre of startups that are in Newcastle. I mean, you can now be anywhere in the planet. I mean, unfortunately, anywhere in Australia has a patchy NBN, but, you know, we in theory, we have better than ADSL, hopefully, and you can start a business from anywhere. And it's incredible to see people like Camplify, who are expanding, the biggest in the UK by miles, going to expand to another several countries. And look, you know, all of Australia and people in Silicon Valley should be taking notice of the quality startups coming out of Australia. It's not just something in Silicon Valley or San Francisco, but here in Newcastle, in Sydney, Canberra, all across Australia, we have some great talent. So big congratulations to the 2018 NEWi Awards, and may there be many, many more to come.
Cheers, thank you. I know it is very hard to get a lot of people north of the Hawkesbury, so thank you very much for coming up today.
Well, I am filming tonight. I mean, you guys are filming as well, and I'll be writing up an article about all of the different winners. And I would certainly recommend that people around the world, in Sydney or across Australia, check out some of the winners here, check out some of the finalists. I mean, some great talent here, and it's really heartwarming to see, and congratulations again.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time, and thanks again for coming up today, Alex. And we'll go to a break now, and we look forward to seeing you back here at 9:30. Thank you. Returning to you live from Foghorn Brewhouse for the 2018 NEWi Awards.
Majoring in leadership and management, and I've got a real focus on social innovation as there's a push for businesses to be socially responsible. So 3 years ago I started a business called Eat Your Water. It's a surf brand that's come out of Newcastle and we now sell essentially worldwide. I started it more so as a platform I could use to preach a sort of social conscience about marine conservation, thinking outside of just about profit. It's about thinking about the environment, people around you. There's a perception that starting a business is really difficult, but UON's resources and support really make it so much easier. Students from different ranges of backgrounds, and I guess bouncing those ideas off one another, it really helps when you collaborate. It just allows that process to be so much easier.
Welcome to the Business Centre. My name's Paulina Mangano and I'm one of the business advisors here at the Business Centre. We've been doing what we do for over 34 years and what we do is help business. Whether you're thinking of starting a business, you'd like to scale up, you'd like to go into a different direction, we're here to help. The first thing that we focus on is asking you, what is it that you want? We work out where you're at and then we help you get there. So we've got all the tools that you need, and more importantly, we can sit with you and work out which tools are going to work best specifically for you. So there's no general template, there's no this is what you do for every business, because I think, as we all know, there's no one fit. So we work out what works for you and we're there to guide you along the way. So we'd love to see you at the Business Centre. We can help you with your business. We're not for profit, so you're our focus, and looking forward to seeing you. Thanks very much.
And here are your hosts, Greg Hall and Olivia Ollie.
Welcome. Welcome back to the 2018 annual NEWi Awards. And look, Olivia, I think we're having a fantastic time here. I've really enjoyed this awards. What about yourself?
Oh, it's really wonderful. Thank you everyone for participating in this evening's event. It's really wonderful to chat amongst you all this evening, and thank you for your great support. We really appreciate it.
It's really an example of the great spirit in this town, but also beyond the region, and also embracing all those fantastic innovations out there in regional Australia. So we'd like to invite Per back to the table, or back to the stage, I should say, from the Business Centre.
Thank you very much.
What's the feeling out there on the floor? You've probably been talking among...
The first thing is, we have friends here.
Oh, good.
It's a great feeling to bump into people you worked with, you want to work with. This ecosystem is special. So the feeling is about friendship tonight.
Great, thank you very much. Well, it's good to have that feedback. So moving along, now to this stage, we're looking at the best website of the year that Pierre is going to be announcing the winner for. And there is actually a very tough competition out there.
Yeah, it's a strong category, this one. So the nominees, Gregory, are...
Rundle Tailoring, Hyperweb, Agility Trees, Redback Solutions.
Out of the Square, University of Newcastle, Sydney, Redback Solution.
Advec Tech Group, Hyperweb, The Measured Marketer.
GWH Renoco.
And Every Mind, Newism.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can see the list. I believe all the best of our Newcastle ecosystem are finalists. So, congratulations to everyone. There is one winner. You never better served than by yourself. So it's Out of the Square for their own website.
Out of the Square.
Out of the Square Media.
As they make their way up to the stage here to mark the occasion. Congratulations, Out of the Square.
Congratulations again, Out of the Square. Oh.
Congratulations.
This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to hand this mostly over to Jen. Just before I say one little thing, the Out of the Square family, as I call it, is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I turned 50 this year. I hope I've got a lot more to give, but to work with the people I do means the world to me. and to live in this community that we do means the world to me also. So that's my little thing. But in terms of winning this award, I'd like to hand it over to Jen, and also to thank Luke Martin, who's not here tonight, but who made our website pretty cool.
Thank you, and thank you so much. So many, as everyone's been saying, the competition is really stiff, which is just incredible coming out of Newcastle. I think, we're finally putting ourselves on the map, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of momentum in this town, and the talent's incredible, and I'm just stoked to be here and be part of it. I've fought very hard to stay here over the years because I believe in what's going on in this town.
And you're a legal immigrant.
No, I'm not. Make Newcastle great again. That's
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Step over this way for the photo. Thank you.
And thank you
and
to
thank
Colette.
you, Pierre.
Yeah, Malou.
Thank you very much.
The Business Centre. Thank you very
Centre.
much. So, moving
Now,
along.
we'd like to call up the lady who helped us open the ceremony. Can we have Carol Duncan to the stage, please? Carol, of course, is representing the Mayor of Newcastle today.
And we're looking at the Best Smart City Solution of the Year, is one of our categories.
There you go. Thank you, Carol.
All right. I'm back, Greg. Thank you. Fancy giving me a microphone.
Well, that's dangerous.
I know it is dangerous. I'm going to bang on a little bit first, if I can beg your attention for just a minute or two. Shush! My name's Carol Duncan, and I started working on radio in Newcastle before some of you were born. Some of you know me, and some of you perhaps know me from my radio career. Some of you know me now as a councillor of the City of Newcastle. But I was once described as a mindless cheerleader for Newcastle. Yeah, exactly. I cannot think, Marty, of anything I would rather bloody be than a mindless cheerleader for this city. Many years ago on my radio show, because I'm an import, I came here when, Greg? 1993. Yep. And not much more than a kid. And I was a kid working in radio, and there was a baby company by the name of Enigma that had just started to do their little bit of creative work. And they came to work with me as a client at a radio station in Newcastle, an FM station that was rebranding. And Lisa from Enigma, I still have caricatures that she had done of me as a breakfast presenter many, many years ago. And I was looking at Pete and the crew from Enigma here on stage tonight collecting some awards and thinking, man, from little things, big things grow. Enigma has grown so amazingly, as we know. They have become an iconic agency right around this country, and they're based right here in Sydney, in Newcastle, a little bit in Sydney. Little bit in Sydney, but they are Novocastrian at heart. I have also grown, but only in width. But I love this city so much, and I started a little Facebook group in 2012 called Lost Newcastle, which I know that Marty from Oots totally gets. And the reason that I started that group was because I wanted people to see the city the way that I do. Because this city is bloody amazing. And I am so grateful to see all of you here this evening who have grown over the last decade or so in technology, in the offerings that you bring to this city to make us bigger and better and smarter. And I will defend you to the death in the work that you do. We often hear about that term disruption. I was disrupted out of Korea. So I am disruption writ large. You have anyone say to you, what does disruption mean? Just say, talk to Dunksy, she'll tell you. But I'm so very, very proud to see all of you here tonight. I'm so very proud to see people that I've known for my entire career in Newcastle, and also the babies who were born after I started having access to microphones in this city. But I have an envelope.
And it is.
It is?
Do that.
Oh, okay.
Our nominees are Diffuse Energy,
Lift and Go, Social Pinpoint,
Spotto,
Elite Robotics,
and NEWi Ventures.
All right. And the winner is... I love this bit. This is the best gig. Seriously, NEWi Ventures. Woo!
Up you come.
We have a thong for you. Oh my goodness, how the thong has changed over the years as well.
And that Oh, the tie, the bow tie.
Ah, the bow tie. Congratulations. I've covered you in red lipstick now.
Excellent. I hope my wife knows where that came from.
Oh, she does.
Well, fabulous. I'm glad I put the bow tie on tonight. Look, this is much unexpected. This is fantastic. We are less digital but very creative, and it's great to be up here as an equal amongst peers, very, very esteemed peers. This is a wonderful recognition, but really I must say, like many people in this room we beaver away and we make things happen, but really no one would know about it unless we had creative talent and talent to communicate it to the world. So I'd actually like to welcome Rhiannon up to the stage, who presented this pitch, her first entry into the NEWi Awards, and she's a winner. Well done.
I have never attended an event like this. It's quite odd because I go to a lot of networking events, and it's usually everyone knows each other in Newcastle, but it's really cool to see people from all different parts of this wonderful region. They're doing really innovative things, and it's just really exciting to be representing this fantastic community. So thank you everyone for committing this, and it's really exciting. Thank you guys.
Well, congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. Guys, just step over this way and get your photo taken by the white wall.
So,
Carol, you're not running away.
You can't run away yet.
The next category is Best Tech Startup of the Year.
And in that category, we have the finalists, who are Look Who's Charging,
Prism,
Lift and Go,
Beyond You Style,
Gazoodle,
Compete Nutrition,
and Spotter. And our winner...
Oh my goodness! Fancy being silly enough to give me a microphone. The winner is, for Best Tech Startup, Look Who's Charging.
Look Who's Charging. Come on up.
Come on, we have a golden thong for you. This is so special. I don't know, I think it's like a size 7, but anyway. That's all right,
Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about Look Who's Charging.
Wow. Do I need a mic?
Oh, Carol.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Well, we are a fintech startup based in Belmont. We match the transaction descriptions on your credit and debit card statement with the actual merchants. So we work with the banks, they're our clients, and hopefully some of the credit unions in the future, and help them solve the problem of unrecognised transactions. So hopefully by helping them, we're helping all of you guys as well. So thank you so much for this. I'll let Stu have a chat with you as well, but it's very exciting to be part of this fantastic energy that we have in the region, and it's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. We're relative newcomers to Newcastle, so we're up from Manly. We've been in Manly for the last 15 years, and we've been here now for about 2 years. It's been a really good place to grow our team, so we've got about a dozen or so working in Belmont with us now, and hopefully we can hire another sort of 20 or 30 over the next few years. Thanks for accepting us, and thanks a lot for the award.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Step over this way for a photo. Thank you.
Over to the booth and have fun, guys. Thank you.
Carol, we have 2 more awards, and then we're all done. I'm
looking forward to it.
The next category is Creative of the Year.
Now, this was a very, very tough arena, and we put it out to the community to suggest people that they felt could fill that area, or this category in particular. It's actually one of our new categories for this year, but it's actually to represent somebody who is either on the path to becoming and making a stamp on their community or where they are, and also within their industry. So, Carol, the winner.
I love these envelopes. The winner for Creative of the Year is Carl Furman.
Carl Furman. Up you come, Carl.
Nicole. You will never forget this thong.
Never.
Here you are. Take over.
Thank you very much. Oh my God. Wow. I truly, I'm pretty speechless, to be honest. This is a massive surprise. I mean, we're standing in a room full of incredibly creative people, some amazing agencies, and to be holding this is a massive honour. And I just want to say thank you to the guys who nominated me. I have a feeling Dave, Eddie may have been somewhat involved. But truly, we love coming to these awards every year. It gets better and better every year, and looking forward to hopefully getting back on the stage maybe sometime next year or the year after. So appreciate it. Have a great night, everyone, and this is a massive honour. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Well done. Over to the photo booth. And finally, now we come to the big event.
To the Joe Award.
The Joe Award.
So at the beginning of when you opened tonight's ceremony, you actually mentioned Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly there was a spirit there. I mean, something struck you about him.
I do want to share a little bit of Joe and how technology really drew a community together. And that's at the heart of what tonight's all about, because I guess in 2010 there were a whole... The ABC came to us and said, there's this thing called Twitter, and we don't know, but maybe some of you guys might want to have a little bit of a play with it and see what you think. And I was one of the people from the ABC who decided that we would play with this new social media platform called Twitter, and like everybody else, we joined it and we went, oh, God, I have no idea how this works. And we left it alone, and then we all went back sometime later, and for me that was 2010. And Twitter, that little piece of technology that we utterly take for granted now, totally changed the way that we did, that certainly I did my program. It gave me access to new voices, to people who were just as expert in any topic that I wanted to talk about on my program, but people who had never had a platform. Finally, people had a platform thanks to this wonderful new technology. And in Newcastle, for some reason, people in this city really embraced this new tech platform. And they would talk to us, and I think they suddenly realised that we as people on the radio weren't other, that we weren't distant, we were just there, and they could send us a message and we could reply personally. I know there's a lot of people in this room who during my years at the ABC became my friends through technology before I ever actually met them in real life. And I'm so grateful for that, because there's a whole bunch of them in this room and you know who you are. You are my in real life friends, even though for years I had not met you. Joe Gergis was one of those people. And I was looking at my phone just a moment ago, and I'm sure a lot of you were thinking, my God, she is so rude. She's standing there on stage and she's checking her phone. But I was actually searching for messages from Joe. Joe used to tweet me while I was on air on my show, and I remember one Saturday, and I hope Nicole, his wife, is watching the live stream. One Saturday, Joe, I was filling in for someone on, I think around Australia, and Joe tweeted me, and he's got, Saturday bonus, dulcet tones of Carol Duncan's voice, hangover now receding. And we were, all of us, who were connected by that simple pocket technology, so affected by Joe's premature death. That way back when, with the start of the NEWi Awards, there was this decision that Joe, who was a member of that early Twitter community in Newcastle, would be recognised. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of background to that, because I'm fairly certain that Nicole, his wife, and his kids are probably watching the live stream, and they're probably howling, and I'm nearly howling, because it was very much a real thing to us. So your technology is in real life as much as it is anything else. So this award, for those in the room who knew Joe, this is for Joe.
The Joe Award is for outstanding achievement.
And somebody who's made a significant impact in their activity, both across whatever they were doing, but also, more importantly, supporting others as well. And Carol?
And the winner of the Joe Award, and this beautiful gold thong, is Brian Hill.
Brian Hill. Brian unfortunately can't join us tonight, but to accept on his behalf is Ganilla, one of our former Joe winners.
A previous Joe Award winner, I believe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Brian, I know, is watching live on the live stream. So, Brian, I'm channeling your thoughts here, but I do know that you'd want to thank everyone for this. Brian, I know, recognises the incredible diversity and brilliance of this ecosystem, this digital regional ecosystem that we've developed, and I know he feels very much a part of it. I know that he's really disappointed that he can't be here, and Brian, now that you've got this, I know that you'll be particularly disappointed, but I'm really proud of you. You're looking after kids, and I think it's a choice that we all have to make at points in our lives, and go Brian. I know you're doing it for all of us. I've known Brian now for quite a number of years. He's been an incredible support at 1804, and he just looks after anyone that comes along the way and asks for anything, so I can understand exactly why the judges wanted Brian to get this. So congratulations to Brian, and thank you from Brian, I'm sure, to everyone.
Thank you, Ganilla. Thank you so much.
This year's Joe Award winner.
And it would be great if both you and Carol could take a photo of the Joe Award over by our white cyclorama. If you could do the Joe Award with Ganilla, do the photo, that would be great.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you, Carol, for joining us. Thank you, Ganilla, for accepting the award.
Ganilla, Carol, and to all of our guest presenters tonight for this fantastic 2018 NEWi Awards here at the Foghorn, live streaming and twittering, as we said. But also it's a chance to say thanks to our...
Yes, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again for being a part of the NEWi Awards. Thank you to Growthwise, the Business Centre, the City of Newcastle, Bar TV, Pitch Perfect,
the University of Newcastle, and the Production Hub.
Thank you everyone for coming this evening. Congratulations to those who won, and congratulations to those who were nominated this evening. It was outstanding work, and it was an honour to share the awards with you all.
And of course, none of this could have been possible without the fantastic support of the volunteers, but also the Lunatic Society of Newcastle, Kathy Moore, our director, our floor manager, Michael Smith, whole host of Bar TV, a number of other people out there. Thank you very much, and it's good night from us here from the Foghorn.
And of course, we also must thank our leader of the pack, Gordon Whitehead. Without Gordon, none of us will be here this evening. So thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Good night.